Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be focused on stretching into the neck and shoulders, so this is a really nice video for those of us who have a lot of neck pain or hold a lot of tension there, or maybe if you haven't had the best posture and experience a little bit of discomfort, this will be a nice short video that you can do just to kind of stretch out that upper part of the body. So you can just grab a mat, and we're going to be seated on the floor the whole time, so go ahead and get comfortable and we'll get started. So the first thing we're going to do is just tilt the heads from side to side and look left and right. We're just going to start very slowly, and you can just notice any stretching sensation, any tension you might be feeling. We're going to be very gentle with ourselves. And you can just look right and left a couple more times, just starting to get a little bit of mobility in there. And we'll do each side one more time. And we'll go ahead and take the neck in a circular motion, so you can go ahead and bring your chin to your chest, bring it around and up and back down to the other side, to your chest again, and around. So we'll go in this direction for about 4 or 5 times, and then we'll switch. So go ahead and just take this movement slowly, paying attention to any little cracks and little sensations you might be feeling. And we'll do this last circle, and we'll change directions. Taking the neck all the way back, lowering it down to the side, and down to your chest. So for me, I'm hearing and feeling a lot of cracking, kind of popping sensation in the back of the neck. Just have subtle movements. We don't want to make it feel worse if it's already painful. And one last time around. Okay. We're going to stretch a little bit into the shoulders, so you can just make some circles with your shoulders, going backwards first, taking them up and around, and we'll do a couple more times. And you can come forward in the shoulders. And we're going to take that stretch a little bit deeper, so go ahead and bring your hands to your shoulders, and we're going to take a similar circular motion. You'll bring your elbows to the front, reach them up and back. You're going to touch your wrists in the back, reach your elbows behind you, come forward again, touch the elbows, touch the wrists, elbows back, and forward again. So we'll just continue that circular motion a couple times. Touching the elbows, touching the wrists, and we'll do one more time coming in this direction, and we'll reverse it. So now bring your elbows up and back behind you, touch the wrists, bring the elbows together in front, and we'll do it again. This should be a lot bigger of a stretch than the one we just did, so we're just slowly getting into these tight places. And one last circle. And you can kind of shake it out. So we'll stretch into the back of the neck. You can go ahead and bring your left hand in between your shoulder blades on your back, and you can take your right fingertips and place them on the kind of right behind your head underneath your ponytail. And you're going to take those fingertips and apply some pressure to your neck and pull upward. So you're pulling upward with your fingertips, and you can turn your gaze towards your right armpit. So we're stretching into the back of the neck. And the upward pressure you're applying with your fingertips should feel pretty good against the back of your neck. So we'll take one more breath in. And as you exhale, you can release. And we'll do the other side. Bring your right hand on your back in between your shoulder blades, and you can take your left fingertips, the back of your skull, kind of pull upward with your fingertips and look down towards your left armpit. And just breathe into it. Might be a very intense sensation in the back of the neck, but you can just be gentle with yourself. If you feel like you can apply more pressure, you can do that. One more breath in as you pull your fingertips upward. And as you exhale, you can release. You can drop your head to the right. You can kind of lower that ear to your right shoulder. And you can bring your right hand to your left ear. And you're going to gently pull down on the neck. You can extend your left fingertips out to the side. And that should give you a pretty nice sensation on the left side of your neck. Take deep breaths so you're easing all your muscles into these stretches. And on your next exhale, you can again turn your gaze towards your right armpit and pull down on the neck. So you're just changing that stretch ever so slightly. And release your right hand. Let your neck slowly come back up. And we'll do the other side. So lower your left ear to your left shoulder. You can bring your left hand to your right ear and pull ever so slightly. You can extend your right fingertips out to the side so that you're getting a nice stretch out there on the outside of your neck. Breathe. Sometimes just the weight of your hand can be enough, so if you feel like pulling is, a little too intense, you can just place your hand on top of the head. And we'll rotate the head to turn down towards the left armpit. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall still, you have nice posture. And you can release that down. And stretch out the neck a little bit more. And we're going to take a full spinal twist. So go ahead and bring your left hand to your right knee and your right fingertips behind you and start to twist your body towards the right. If you can turn your gaze over your right shoulder. So this is just helping to get all the way down your back and to release some of that tension. You can come back to center and we'll do the other side. So bring your right hand to your left knee and twist towards the left. Turn your neck as far as you can with it still being comfortable. And come back to center. So we're going to start to get a little bit further into the arms. So go ahead and bring your right arm up and back behind you. Grab a hold of that right elbow and pull down. So this should feel pretty good underneath the right arm into the shoulder attachments. Try not to slouch in this position too much. And we'll do the other side. So shake that out a little bit. And bring your left elbow up and back behind you. Go ahead and pull it down and sit up straight. One more breath in. And as you exhale, you can release. We'll take the right arm up and across the body, and you can go ahead and pull that arm in with your left one. Try not to necessarily turn your whole torso towards the left, but stay seated in a straight position while bringing your arm out to the side. I feel a lot of tension right here in the upper right part of my arm. You can just breathe through it. And we'll switch sides. Bring the left arm up and across the body. Pull it in with your right arm. You might notice that one side has a little more tension than the other, and that's fine. You can just be more gentle with that side. And release it. So now we'll stretch into the forearms a little bit. You can pull your right fingertips back with your left hand and just stretch out this whole part of the forearm into the wrist as well. I'm always surprised by how much tension I end up holding there because I can really feel it in this stretch. So just stretch that out and slowly bring it back. You can give your wrist a little bit of a twist, and we'll do the other side. So pull those left fingertips back with the right hand. Breathe into it. Notice whatever sensations you're feeling and be gentle with yourself. And release that hand. You can also give your wrists a couple circles, and we'll stretch into the top of the hand by facing your palm down and bringing the fingertips in again, this time in the opposite direction. So go ahead and stretch out the whole front part of the hand and release that side. And we'll do the left side. So pull that wrist back. Try to keep your arms very straight and the shoulders relaxed. I just noticed I was kind of shrugging. And go ahead and release that too. And we're gonna give ourselves a little self-massage, which is nice. So we can't always have someone else massage us, but what oftentimes feels good is to just bring the opposite hand to the opposite shoulder and just kind of work into the shoulder blade. And you can kind of make circles with your fingertips if you're feeling some knots. I oftentimes do this towards the end of my shower if my neck is especially hurting that day. And you can squeeze down the shoulder as well into the upper arm. And a little more into that shoulder blade. Just in a circular motion. Wherever it feels good for you, you can just focus on that area. And you can do the other side. So just working into your tight places, feeling for knots. You can squeeze the shoulder down the top of the arm and down onto your upper part of your shoulder. Just give yourself a couple more squeezes up there. And you can bring the neck up and back around a couple more circles. It should feel a little bit looser and easier to move than it was at the beginning when we started. And we're going to end using our mat rolled up as a support for our back. So go ahead and roll up your mat. So once you have that rolled up, you can just lay it back behind you and place the mat at the base of your spine and lay down right on the center of it so that the mat is helping to open your chest and drop your shoulders back and down behind you. So here your chest is able to open up and your shoulders are relaxing. So we're trying to train them to straighten out instead of be constantly hunched forward like they are most of the time when we're sitting. And if you'd like to throw in a gentle leg stretch, you can always bring the soles of your feet together and open the knees out to the side. You can close your eyes and relax here as your chest is opening. Feel your shoulders drop down on each side of your mat. And just start to relax here and breathe deeply. And once you feel like your shoulders and chest have opened up a lot more, you can just gently come out of that position and come to a seated position. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully your neck is already feeling a little bit better. Mine definitely does. some daily stretching in that area is really helpful for me, especially because I do carry a lot of my stress there. So thank you guys again, and please leave your comments below if you enjoyed this or if you thought it was helpful, if you have a little less pain after doing this quick stretching video, and I'll see you guys next week.